What's good, guys? So today let's look at the first and only proof of work blockchain that is much more faster and scalable than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's look at Kadena and let's look at my short-term, medium-term, and end of bull run price targets for Kadena. Since the market is ruled by our short-term emotions, let's quickly look at the fear and greed index for the general market sentiment. We are currently sitting at 74 on the index scale, so this shows greed is still high in the market. In my previous video, we're sitting at 72, so we are currently gaining in greed, right? Or we are being more greedy at the moment. But from past history, we see that we are just following the regular cycle, right? Of going from fear to greed, fear to greed, right? So be careful out there. If Bitcoin dumps from here, then expect Kadena to dump as well. Now let's look at Kadena from the lower time frame to the higher time frame. I'll start with the forward chart as usual. And now from the forward chart, we see that Kadena at the moment is trading in an ascending wedge pattern, right? And this pattern, this ascending wedge pattern, is usually a bearish indicator, right? So it is possible that Kadena drops in price and we see lower prices for Kadena. But at the moment, I am biased towards the bullish side, right? I'm holding Kadena, so I do want to see higher prices for Kadena, right? We're in a bull market, so you should want to see higher prices as well. So I expect Kadena to continue trading in this pattern a little bit longer, to go ahead about $30 and $40 before coming back down in price, right? That'll be what I will want to see in the short term. But if the market proves me wrong and Kadena proves me wrong and Kadena drops in price, then I'm prepared for that as well, right? So my short-term bearish price target in that case, if in case Kadena drops below $20, then my short-term bearish price target will be at the 382 Fibonacci level, or about $17 to $18. That'll be my short-term bearish price target for Kadena, right? But let's look at the RSI. From the RSI, we see that Kadena is currently losing in strength, right? The trend is pointing downwards, right? So it is possible we see lower prices for Kadena, but from past history, we see that Kadena usually gets a bounce around the 40 RSI level, right? So hopefully Kadena bounces back from here and then it heads back towards $25 and $30 and possibly $40. Now a quick look at the daily chart. We see that nothing much has changed. The market structure has not changed. The ascending wedge pattern, this pattern over here, is still the most noticeable pattern in the daily chart as well, right? So although I am biased towards the bullish side for Kadena and I do want more higher prices for Kadena, it is definitely clear that Kadena has a downturn coming, right? A big downturn coming for Kadena. And if Kadena breaks below $20 and is not able to hold above $18 or hold at $18, then my medium-term price target for Kadena, my medium bearish price target for Kadena, is sitting between $13 and $14. Now from the weekly chart, we see that Kadena is too bullish at the moment, right? And Kadena has formed a hockey stick pattern, right? And with most of these hockey stick patterns, it is very difficult to see the lows in the chart, right? So let me switch the scale to the logarithmic scale. And now we can see the lows, right? And we see from past history that Kadena has had a hockey stick pattern in the past as well, right? And with most of these hockey stick patterns, those usually do not end well. And in Kadena's situation, Kadena dumped about 80%, over 80% from this hockey stick pattern, right? So be careful out there, guys, right? There's definitely a pullback, a big pullback around the corner for Kadena, right? But now let's look at some indicators. Let's look at the RSI. The RSI in the weekly is now sitting at 97.63, right? Which is about 98. And the scale for the RSI is 100, right? So Kadena is too bullish. The RSI it shows that it's definitely overbought and it's too high, right? Most altcoins usually get the big reversals when they hit 95 on the RSI, right? So be careful. There's definitely a big pullback coming for Kadena. The MACD is not yet showing any signs of slowing down, but these are lagging indicators, right? The MACD is a lagging indicator, the same as the squeeze momentum. These are lagging indicators. So a change that happens in the lower time frame, it would take a longer time for you to see that in the weekly time frame for the MACD and most of these indicators. Now for my end of bull run price target for Kadena, Kadena has already had a big bull run, right? And Kadena at the moment is getting very, very close to my end of bull run price target, sitting at about $44, right? I'm getting that using the logarithmic regression curves over here and the Fibonacci extensions, right? So that will be my end of bull run price target at $44. But if Bitcoin gets an extended bull run, then I believe Kadena could push higher to about $60 or probably even $84, right? Then that will be my extended bull run price targets for Kadena. Now make sure to help a brother out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. My name is Seth and I make crypto content. So if making more money with cryptos is something you are interested in, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications as well. And let me know what other coin you would like for me to cover in the comment section.